Hello, my pack, my tribe. Welcome to Howling After Dark. And it is dark. If you could see the moon right now. Actually, if you could see the moon here in New Mexico the past couple nights, it was pretty fucking amazing. It's not quite a full moon tonight. It's waning. So, here's what happened. The other night actually did this exact same show, but for some reason it did not post. Sorry, one second. What I was talking about was the experiences I've had since I've been here. I'm currently, by the way, on my property, we've got a nice little campfire going. I'm looking up at the moon and the stars, fully expecting to see what I'm about to talk about. So here's what happened. Our first night here, we had a massive windstorm. Like it was massive enough that it blew apart basically the rain fly on my tent and ripped it. I don't know the exact wind speed, and I don't remember the exact night it was on. Anyways, sorry about that. I was stoking the fire. I don't remember the exact night it was on, but there was this massive windstorm, like I said, and it was shredding the rain fly on my tent. Brand new tent, mind you, 6-person tent I just bought at Walmart. Go figure. And I wake up because like the tent's like trying to fold in on itself because of this massive wind. And because the rain fly's getting shredded, I could see through the gaps of the rain fly through the mesh up at the sky. And what do I see? I see not one, not two, but at least 3 separate Phoenix lights. If you know what the Phoenix lights are, they're UFOs, and they are proper UFOs, as in they are unidentified flying objects. And they were spinning, like, not spinning, but like they turned and changed position. And so, like, I'm looking at the triangle, and it was like it turned sideways. So I'm looking at the triangle, but now it's at an angle. And then the other 2 started to move around it. And that was the first week here. What about what?
The train of lights. Remember?
Oh yeah, I'm getting to that. So, where were we exactly? We were on our way here, right?
No, we were right here when this happened.
Were we?
Yeah, we were right here having a little fire.
Oh yeah, that's right. There was a train. It looked like a train in the sky of lights, one after the other. There was, I didn't count them. They were moving too fast. But it looked like 12 lights in a fucking row, moving across the sky.
And it was not a plane.
And it was not a plane. They were moving too fast, for starters. It was not birds reflecting sunlight, because A, birds don't fly in straight lines typically, and B, they were way too high. There's no bird alive that flies that high because there's no fucking oxygen up there. Okay? This is like easily upper stratosphere.
This was beyond.
Well above the ozone. So, anyways, so we saw that. We had that windstorm with the Phoenix lights. And then my first week here, and I'm quite proud of this actually, I got a job. I got a job working for Pilot Flying J truck stop here in Moriarty, New Mexico. Uh, like any other job, there's things I don't necessarily like about it. For the most part, I love it and I kick ass at this job. So, little side note. Anyways, I was walking back. Now, to kind of clue you in, and I know I'm kind of tooting my own horn here about how dedicated I am to this job and improving our lot in life, etc., etc. I was walking home, and we live about 9 miles away. Over at least two separate hills, not counting the hills once you hit the dirt road we live on. Right? So, yeah, get it lower.
I'm trying to. I'm not trying to burn myself with it, but
Every time we go into town,
yeah.
we need to grab free publications.
So we can use them to.
Yeah.
We could use more of that.
I need the rest of that plastic bag. I thought I brought another one out here.
I use them for other things like kitty litter.
No, this is a ripped up plastic bag.
Oh. Well, I'll find another one. There was one underneath the seat.
Well, for the time being, anyways, sorry, distracted. So anyways, yeah, I was walking home from work. Actually, I had our bicycle that we got from our friend Nicole back in Terre Haute. And I was walking home with it because I was going uphill, and I can pedal a little bit uphill, but after a while, my knees are fucked, basically, and that only goes so far. So I was walking, and I got the distinct impression that I was being watched.
Oh, you didn't tell me that.
No, I did the show the other night, and everybody was going to hear it, but anyways, so I get the distinct impression I'm being watched, and I make it down the road, probably like a mile. Oh shit.
What is it?
There's a UFO right now, right over there.
Really?
There it is again.
Okay.
Look, right over there. See that's, it looks like a star.
It's not.
You see that flash?
Yeah.
It's like Phoenix lights, and the other two corners are flashing.
Yeah, but I see it's changing color.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to do a Facebook Live one night and do video of this,
Okay.
so that people know what I'm talking about. But I found that I think what happened the last time I tried to do the shows, I tried to do both at the same time, and they crashed each other out.
Oh.
So yeah, that's a no-go for tonight. But or maybe I'll do it after this. I don't know. Anyways, I was walking home from the pilot, and I met this guy named Bill who lives little less than halfway to my house. Well, house, my camp. Um, and he had given me a ride up to the street that he lives on. And then I started taking off from there. And then I realized I'd left my backpack in his truck. Coincidentally, I haven't seen the guy since then. But I just hope he's okay. I don't really give a shit about the backpack, to be honest.
Okay.
But anyway, so I'm walking past that point, and you go down for about another mile, and all along this road that we live off of, Abraham's Road in Moriarty, New Mexico, there are billboards roughly every 100 yards. Like literally evenly spaced all the fucking way down. And one of them is coincidentally a Pilot Flying J billboard that's got a little red digital sign that has the current gas prices. And it's like a digital clock kind of thing, so the numbers can change. And this entire time, I feel like I'm being followed, I'm being watched. And I kept looking over my shoulder, and I didn't see anything. And I'm really feeling like I'm being hunted at this point.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I get up by there's this other place that's before, let's see, right on top of the hill above where we live, heading west, is this little RV park. But before you get to the RV park, there's this other place called Stonegate, which is a part of Turf Grass Ranch. Okay, which is it's this ranch where it's got some kind of tourist kind of appeal to it because it has business hours where you can go there and do something. I think they do like apple orchard type shit. I don't know. Anyways, I get to that spot and I'm like, see it ahead of me, and I'm actually rushing to that spot because a lot of the time, that is the only street light on the entire fucking road. Is right there. The only other lights are the little like spotlight things that are on the billboards themselves, but not all of them have that. All right, so it's mostly dark. So I'm rushing towards this thing, and right before I hit the light, this shadow figure crosses in front of me, probably like 5-10 feet in front of me, low to the ground, like it's on all fours, but like the size of a man.
Okay.
I am almost 100% certain that what I experienced that night was a skinwalker.
Seriously?
Yep.
Did it freak you out?
Once I knew what I was dealing with, I was okay. And that like sensation of being followed dissipated somewhat.
Okay.
Even look, it just fucking moved. It just moved to the right. And now it's doing it again.
Okay.
I'm dead serious. Look, guys, I've been a paranormal investigator for 30 years, and I've had a few paranormal. Now it's moving back to the left. and back to the right. It's like swaying back and forth. I've had like one or two UFO experiences in my 30-year career, but this place takes the cake.
Oh yeah.
I've had multiple UFO experiences practically every night since we've been here, and it has been amazing. And it's the one thing that so far I have felt no dread over.
Okay.
Not to say that there's not UFOs you shouldn't be afraid of, but so far in my experience, I haven't come across that. So, and now I've got another one happening right now. I'm looking dead at it. It's moving to the left and back to the right, back to the left, back to the. It's swaying like it's on the end of a chain, just going back and forth in the sky. That is not a celestial body. Stars don't do that. Hell,
Nachi.
I mean, Nacho, come! Come!
Stay here.
Don't wander off.
It's too late. Thank you.
There's coyotes out here, dude. And there are, by the way, coyotes out here.
Definitely coyotes out here.
We hear them not every night, but
It's close enough to every night.
no. Well, I haven't.
I have. It's close enough to every night.
Well, she says it's close enough to every night. So there you go. But case in point, we do have coyotes out here. We have cattle out here.
Yeah, tons of that.
The last thing we need is my boy starting a fucking stampede through my camp.
No shit.
Or anybody's property for that matter.
Definitely.
I mean, we are very far away from our neighbors, but we do have neighbors.
Yes, we have two more couples on this side of Abraham's Road.
Well, on this side of Laurel Road, which isn't even technically officially the name. There's a road behind my camp that I want that doesn't have a name as far as I know, and I want to name it Pathfinder Lane in honor of my grandfather.
Which would be awesome, actually.
But the road that intersects that, I guess, is called Laurel Lane or Laurel Road or whatever the fuck. Neither here nor there, just sharing information. Hold on, folks. We got Bubba.
This takes a minute, right? It's be a little bit too quick, though, isn't it?
Yeah, maybe. Alright, sorry about that, folks. Anyways. Practically every night here I've spotted phoenix lights. Sometimes they're stationary and not moving, just trying to blend in with the stars. But I notice them because it's a distinctive triangle shape that that you shouldn't see in the sky. Now for my latest experience. Ooh, this was fucking creepy.
What happened?
And keep in mind, this is coming from me. 30 years paranormal experience. Every fucking haunted place in the goddamn country of note. And a lot that aren't of note. Okay? Shit tons. And here's what happened. There's this building. It's actually been featured on TV programs. Let me see your letter real quick. On TV programs. And on movies and stuff. Music videos even. In fact, I believe Slipknot actually filmed a music video either in or near this particular building. And I don't remember which one it was. It was quite some time ago. It might have been Vermilion Part 1. But don't quote me on that. In any case, it's just this abandoned adobe building. And it's got 2 doors that face the road. One of them says, and I quote, "Keep out." The other one, which is much harder to see because it's almost behind a tree, says, "You die."
That I did not see.
Yeah. Now, here's what happened. So I've got this really fucking bright, it's not even a flashlight. What it is, it's a solar power bank. The power bank part, to charge your phones and devices, you actually have to plug into an outlet to charge that up. However, the solar charges the flashlight part, which is very bright. It actually has 3 different settings. And at its brightest, it sees pretty fucking far. Like, I can see, I don't know, probably 1,000 feet down the road at a time. Anyhow.
Go on. What happened?
So I start to get that feeling again, like I'm being watched. And I'm coming up on that building.
Okay.
Which is pretty early on in my voyage from work to home. Maybe just a couple miles down the road from the pilot. And
Nacho.
Come. Stay here. Sit. Sit. I love you too. Sit. Sit. Sit.
Sit down, Nachi.
Nacho, sit. Trying my patience, dude. Anyways, so I'm approaching this building, and that sense of being watched gets stronger and stronger as I get closer to it.
Okay.
So I get right next to the building, and I shine my light in the first door, which is the door which next to it says, "You die."
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I see this shadow that's kind of low down, but I'm kind of thinking it might be like a piece of rubble or furniture or something, but then it fucking moved. Right? From left to right out of the doorway. And then I come to the second door, the door which next to it says "Keep Out." And when I get to that door, I shine my light on it. And there is a shadow figure standing in the fucking doorway.
Oh, wow.
Like solid black human figure.
Oh, wow.
So solid, in fact, I was half convinced it was an actual person.
Okay. What happened?
So I took off. I didn't get any closer to the building. In fact, I crossed to the other side of the fucking street. Because I'm fucking around.
Okay. Understandable.
And because I didn't know if that was a person. I didn't know if they meant me harm. All I knew is that I had this feeling of
dread.
Not dread, but that something wanted to fight.
Oh. Confrontation.
Yeah. So I just took off, but I kept my eye on my back trail all the fucking way home.
They were following you?
Or not all the way home, really. Up until just before the RV park, when finally the feeling went away.
Okay, so they just kind of gave up a bit, I guess.
I don't know, but pretty freaky reaction, because it's not normal for me.
No, that's not normal
I've
for you.
come face to face with demons and felt no fear.
But you felt...
At all. I felt creeped out by this. Which, being creeped out is a measure of fear.
Okay.
I will admit. As much as it pains me to say so, because fear is not my bag. But in that moment, yeah, I thought I was in for it.
Okay. So then what?
Now, this goes into other shit that I've experienced back in Ohio that I'm not going to get into because...
You've already gone into it.
Well, yeah. But I did have, I will say, an experience with the dog man back in Ohio. Very, very different experience. It was actually kind of joyful.
I love you. You're wonderful.
And in fact, I saw it and I chased after it and went off this trail in this wooded area and followed it for I don't know how long. But finally it stopped and turned around and smiled at me.
Welcome to the pack, brother, wasn't it?
It was something along those lines. Anyways, point being is very different experience. I did not feel that here. What I felt was more akin to what I felt in Ohio when I had to deal with the Wendigo. Actually, because they project fear, but skinwalkers is commonly known are created by evil shaman, witch doctors in essence. And in that sense, they're basically pure fucking evil.
Okay. So what's their whole purpose? Just to...
It depends. Some are created because they're pissed off, because, you know, white man did something wrong.
Okay.
Typically.
A little wet, I guess.
Yeah. But anyhow, yeah, very, very different thing. But I've only felt that feeling on that particular stretch of road, in between that abandoned building and Bill Street, which is what the fuck?
Shiloh, I think?
No, it's not Shiloh. It's the other one.
Okay.
Shelton, I think, something like that.
Something like that.
Anyways,
More smoke?
anywho,
Sorry, Nachi. We're not trying to smoke you out.
let me see it.
I think I'm running out of fuel on it. Nacho, what are you doing? Nachi, hey!
So, anyways, it's that stretch of road, probably 3 miles long, that I've had that sensation, but when I'm home,
The garage tent.
yeah,
And I'm gonna go lay down in my bed because I'm fucking cold.
yep, it is dropping temp here. A lot of people don't know it snows here, pretty heavily sometimes. Our neighbor Chuck was telling us about a week ago that they've had 15-foot snowbanks here.
Nachi, not there.
Which, if you do the math, that's like 5-foot snowfalls. So it can get pretty hellacious here, and we're surrounded on 3 sides by a mountain. We're essentially a box canyon. So we get hit from every direction here.
I think it's too bad. That's another thing too. The rain.
Yeah, it rains here. Well, right now it rains a lot because we're actually in the rainy season. And
Monsoon season.
they actually call it New Mexico monsoons. And also, we found out that our property
It's a flood zone.
is right in the middle of the floodplain. So
Yeah.
we have to figure out some way to move. So if you're in the New Mexico area and you know of a cheap RV, van, even like a cargo van or a passenger van or something that can be converted, or if you know of a reasonably priced, and I mean under $1,000 place to live that accepts 70-pound dogs, let me know. All right, that's about all the time I've got in my pack, my tribe. Until next time, peace out.
Go warm your dog.